What's going on, family? AYINDI'S here. Before I get into part two of my G.I. Joe collection, just letting you know I'm going to be breaking these down into groups. So, part two, this one will focus on my team that I put together. Then, part three will be the actual Joe team. So, we're going to get into my little team I call the Jayhawks that I put together. So, stay tuned. We'll get into that.
Yeah, to my people where you at, all across the map, you gotta get this. When I spit with love, come and get this. When I spit with love.
So here they are. It's my team. I call them the Jayhawks after Lady J, who's my favorite Joe character. Second would be Shipwreck. Shipwreck I had as a kid, but I'll talk about all these characters individually. Why? Well, the main reason these characters are on this team specifically is these are my favorite Joe characters, excluding Bombstrike here. I just like the figure, actually. I'm into female characters, but since they're releasing Shooter, because I had her as my kind of my sniper, but since they're releasing Shooter, who is a sniper, I'm gonna put her on the team. I thought about uh, Shooter taking her place, but I think I'll keep her on the team as also. But I just like this figure. It would have been nice to have that updated figure, but I'm not paying $50 for that figure. So this is cool with me for now. It works. I think it goes in scale with these figures. So, but the other I don't have one of my other favorite characters I don't have. I had him as a kid was Law and Order. I'm still trying to get one, find one at a decent price to get that 30th anniversary version. So he will be on the team if I ever get him. He'll be on that. He'll be on this team also. So as you can see, I'll just move the camera around. But this team's led by Lady J. The concept. I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place. But the concept behind this team is since when I was watching one of my favorite movies of all time, which is Predator, and the line in the beginning he says when Carl Weather asked him why he didn't go in, and Arnold said, "We're a rescue team, not assassins." So I kind of made this team there an extraction team. So these guys go behind, get rescue captured Joes or anybody that's any prisoners of war or any kind of hostage, really extreme hostage situation with Cobra. So or any kind of thing really. So this is my little team I put together. So it's Lady J, Shipwreck, Alpine, Bombstrike, Jinx over there. I think of her more of as a special agent. So I can have her on my team. So she's more of a special agent, not really. That's how I think of Jinx as more of a special agent. So my pilot Wild Bill, Quick Kick, Snake Eyes, and Covergirl. I was about to forget her name. And yeah, would it be nice to have an updated version of her too, or that 25th anniversary one? But I'm not paying over $100 for her, so this one will do right now. I'm gonna go over these characters individually, so stay tuned. We'll do that. We'll start with Bomb Strike here. So yeah, like as I was saying, she's supposed to be my sniper, but uh, see what I'll have her just be on field missions with the rest. So, like I said, I like the just like this figure, so I had to put her on the team. So, not necessarily a favorite character. I actually didn't know about her, and until I actually seen this figure, then I had to go read up on her and see, because I didn't even know uh, that this character actually existed. So, but I like the figure. Like I said, I don't mind keeping this one, even though it doesn't have, up to date articulation or nothing. So, but I think it's pretty cool. Uh, I had to use the stand I got with the. I'm gonna have to get some more of these, but with the Marauders figure, because I don't, don't have a stand actually for her. They have the big pegs and the small pegs, so I'm gonna have to order some more for of these. So, but that's Bombstrike. Next is my pilot, and a figure I wish they would do an update for, who really does need an updated figure, because I feel that once you take off his head's like really too small for his body. So, but I really think he needs an updated figure. And that's Wild Bill. So, I don't know what it is about Wild Bill that I like, but I always like it. It really stems from the cartoon. So, I guess it's the cowboy persona that he gives off. So, you know, I always liked him. I can't remember now. I just can't remember if I did have him or not. I know the few I had, but because I think I had his the Dragonfly as a kid, so I believe he came with that, but I can't remember that. That may also be why I like him so much. But I dug him in the cartoon so much, so this he was always kind of a favorite of mine uh, back in the day. So I put him on the team, and so you need a pilot, and he's probably one of the best. So why not? I just wish I could get an updated figure of them though. But um, use these two. I recently just got this one. This one was just the cartoon colors, but I use this more muted colors, so I'm not as bright. Uh, I like the figures. I just wish, like many have been saying, update. Some figures just need updated versions, and he's one of them. It really needs an updated version. So, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to next one. This is Wild Bill from our team, my pilot. Next up is Courtney Krieger. I hope I'm saying her last name right. Courtney Krieger, aka Covergirl. These are the two versions I have. And I watched when I went back and watched some old episodes. The first few episodes, they actually did have her hair blonde. So uh, I kind of using her because that's how I remember her from the cartoon. So, but I do like this figure. So I'm always undecided. Maybe I should just put her instead of her because it's just more updated figure. But I just like both of them. So, and I like Covergirl. I actually didn't know this was, tell you the truth, in the movie. When I first saw the movie, I didn't know that was supposed to be Covergirl until the I saw the toy. I didn't know this was supposed to be Covergirl. So uh, I was happy I could go get her for a decent price. I know she's up in price now, but I actually went back and actually got her for I think about $9. So which I was, because I know I don't know why some of these are up in price, but you know. Anyway, I no don't. I just always like Covergirl. She was second, only under Lady Jaye. So so she's on the team, but I'm still undecided whether which one I would really want to stick with. So, but anyway, this is Covergirl on my team. So we'll move on to the next person. Next up is Jinx. Now, I use Jinx, like I was saying, I use her more. She's more of a special agent. I don't really see her as a true full member of G.I. Joe, but more of a special agent due that she is Arashikage, and Arashikage and G.I. Joe, since they affiliate with each other. So she's more of a special agent. Kind of helps out more with the training, combat training with Joe's in a way too. Also, so that's how I see her. Glad I was able to get this version. I didn't spend a lot of money on it. It actually came with a large pickup I actually bought from off of somebody. Uh, so glad I was able to get that version. But I never thought I would actually have it because I see it goes for ridiculous prices. So I was glad I was able to get it the way I got it. So I would like if this version was more like the movie, which they could have done because they could have just used the female body molds that they use for the those they were at that they use for the smaller Marvel 3 3/4 figures. You know, because she was in a more of a form-fitting, skin-tight outfit. So, but I had got it, but then I got this version, so I'm glad. So I always like Jinx, and I have a thing for female ninjas. I don't know what it is. I like ninjas, but I have a real thing for female ninjas. So anyway, move on to next person. So was Jinx, Kimura Shikage. So on to the next person. Next up is, of course, Snake Eyes here. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. He was just a cool guy from the cartoons because he was always the guy in black, so he was cool. He didn't talk, so but I didn't know that he was a ninja because the cartoon he didn't act like one. He was just part of the Joe team. I just thought he was a special, like a special agent or a special, kind of like special forces. So, or I didn't think of him as a ninja back then. I actually didn't know until they started doing the some of the Valor versus Venom animations, and I was like, I thought they just did that, made him a ninja just to make him one. I didn't know that. I didn't buy that. So when I looked it up, I was like, he was always from the comics. He was always associated with the Rashikage. Oh, trying not to say that wrong. The Rashikage. So I didn't know that, but so I don't know. He's always cool, but some people overhype him a lot. So, but I didn't know until they were releasing some of those animations, and I had to go look because I thought they just I thought they just kind of just made him a ninja just so they can have him fight Storm Shadow, but I didn't know that was actually part of his past and from the comics and all that. So I didn't actually know that until I went and read that up, make sure, because I thought they was just make that up for just to make this guy more popular. I guess that's how I felt at the time back then. So, but these are I say my 3 favorite figures of him. We all have a lot of Snake Eyes because they put a lot of them out. So, but this is my go-to one. The one that was from the what's that dang show? That's crappy show. Dang it, I'm forgetting that. The last animation we got. Renegades. Yeah. The Renegades line. Yeah. So that's that Snake Eyes. So, yeah, that's my go-to one. I think that's my favorite one of all of them. I just like his design on this to me. So have that ultimate one. It's supposed to be the ultimate based on the cartoon. The movie version. The Retaliation version. So yep, so this is Snake Eyes, and it's on to the next person. Next up, sticking with the martial arts guys, Mr. MacArthur Ito, aka Quick Kick. Now I know he died in the comics, but he's on my team. Let me dream. He's on my team. Damn it. So anyway, yeah, I've always liked this guy. I don't. I like. I know in the cartoon, I liked him and Storm Shadow. I like him and Storm Shadow as rivals more than Spirit. I didn't understand why they put Spirit with Storm Shadow. I like Spirit, but I just didn't like that rivalry. I preferred Quick Kick and Storm Shadow. I actually like theirs more. Thought that was better for me anyway. uh, so yeah, I've always liked this guy. I know this look is not practical, and I am trying to get a 30th anniversary one. Uh, I actually prefer an updated one because I still don't like that his ankles don't move. You just got this down here, but I don't like the. I guess I don't know. No real. I don't know. Maybe that's okay. I guess that's okay, but there's just something about that I don't like on this figure. So I don't know. Maybe it's the hinge. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's the hinge that is missing. I would like a hinge. That's what it is. I'm not even thinking right now. That's what I don't like. I don't like that he doesn't have a hinge in the feet. And I know some of the 25th had the hinge. So, but yeah, for now this he'll do for me for now until I can get a updated version, or actually if they would ever release an updated version, Hasbro talking to you. So, I always like this guy, so he's on my team, so I don't think, no, I never got him as a kid, so that's why. I know I wanted him, but I never did get him as a kid. I think we never could find him, or I know one of my friends had him once, but he was all tried to give me one, but he was too broken and too loose for me. I didn't want him, so I should have took him, but wasn't thinking back then. So, but I'm glad to have this version and glad to have this one. So, anyway, so this is Quick Kick, and on to the next person. Sorry, I had to talk about Quick Kick some more, but I forgot about something I always wanted to mention, because in the cartoon his headband didn't have the Japanese symbol, Japanese flag on it, and I always thought this guy was Chinese American. I didn't know that he was Japanese American. I always thought he was Chinese myself. I'm not trying to just be. I just thought he was, because he did more. He said him. I always thought of him as kind of like a Bruce Lee knockoff. So that's how I kind of thought of him. So I thought he was more kung fu based. So I don't know in the cartoons, but when I found out that he was actually, I was just surprised that he was actually Japanese American, not Chinese. So anyway, I forgot I wanted to mention that. Because I always thought that about him. So, and it's just things you find out when you get older, and you actually do read up on these things. So, anyway, on to the next person. On to Mr. Albert Pine. So, yeah, pretty funny play on the name there, aka Alpine. But yeah, I really like this guy. I know him and Bazooka you're supposed to keep those two together because they are best friends. But he's on my team because I liked him. I really like this guy. He's my third favorite gel. I'm glad they re-released this figure because, again, if they didn't re-release this guy, probably was never going to get this guy. Because the last time I checked the eBay, he was like $100 and something for that one that was released in that 4-pack, and I just don't understand that why people want to. I know it was hard to find, but that's kind of ridiculous. So I'm glad they re-released this guy. So and people are still selling the re-release guys for ridiculous prices. It just doesn't make any sense, you know. And you know, like I said, Hasbro the dang distribution is pathetic anyway. They should really, this should have been a 2 per case. I know this was like a one per case, and you know everybody wanted this Alpine. You knew everybody wanted this Alpine, but they still. I'm glad they released them, but they still want to shortchange them in the box set. So you know. Anyway, I'll get off of that. You can go back and watch my review on this. This is actually the second one I got because the first one I had didn't have, the back of his hair wasn't painted. So, and I was okay getting another one because I really like the shock trooper. So I was glad I could get another shock trooper out of that too. So, but the other one I can use for some custom or that one can be a little bit more or a backup. You know, the body can be a backup because I can just switch heads if something goes wrong with this figure. So that's what I kind of keep it as, kind of a backup. Anyway, so but I'm glad they released them, but they could have done better with the release. You know, so everybody could find them. Still made them hard to find. It just doesn't make sense. You know. So anyway. This is Alpine, and on to my last 2 members of my team. Next up is Shipwreck. Hector Delgado is his real name. Now he's my second favorite G.I. Joe character of the Joe team. I know some people find him annoying, but I always liked him, and he's actually one I did have as a kid, which would be this version. And this suit, the classic sailor look. So I'm glad he got an updated version. So I was happy to get this nostalgia. I guess you could say that. But yeah, he was always liked the guy. For me, you know, when I was watching G.I. Joe as a kid, you know, Shipwreck, he didn't seem like he was, I don't know, I'm not trying to be negative, but just didn't seem like he was military because he felt like just a regular guy. But he always did the right thing, but he just seemed like he just didn't belong with them. So it was just an interesting character trait that he was like he was a guy that was always having fun or trying to mac to every woman on the team and whatnot. So I just always liked the guy. So anyway, this is my go-to version. I did get this. Dang, it's falling out of his hand. I did get the 50th anniversary version, which I do like. I plan on using both of these. I may try to find one online because I do want to put one with his black hat on this version, but I just can't buy another one because that Cobra Commander. I can't even give that thing away. I tried to sell it. I can't even give it away. That's just I don't even know why they did that color for him. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad he's give him more of a just Navy SEAL type thing. So I'm glad he got it updated. You see, these are the ones like found at the Dollar General. So I just got them both versions and try to update them, just put more stuff on them. But it's kind of how he goes. But I do like this version a little more. It's more modern take, but I like both of them. So, like I said, it's my go-to version, and I like this version as well. So I'll be using both of them. So anyway, let's move on to the next one. But this is Shipwreck. I should say move on to my last person. Anyway, let's move on. And last but not least, my favorite Joe character. I'll tell a little story in a minute. But Miss Allison Hart, a.k.a. Lady Jaye. the leader of my little team I put together. So I named him after her, the Jayhawks. So um, I know the reason why I kind of really like her, became the reason why I started liking her was when we was little. You know, back in the days, we didn't have DVDs or DVR or Netflix or anything like that. So it was VHS, and we had one VHS, one episode, one VHS of one episode. I'm sorry, we had one VHS of one episode. It was called Satellite Down. Uh, go back and look at it now. It's kind of a racist kind of episode, but anyway, they it ends up it's I think I can't remember who the third person on the team was, but I know it was Lady J and Spirit, and Cobra had sent Storm Shadow to get the satellite. And I think that's why I like those two, because we will watch that episode over and over again. So Lady J became like one of my favorites, and so did Storm Shadow, because that one episode. If you ever get a chance, watch it. But watching it now is like, kind of a little bit because of where they went. They went the satellite landed in Africa. I'll just say that, and that's you gotta watch the episode. It's kind of whack, the story they did, but it's the only one we had as a kid that we could watch over and over again. So I know I watched it all over a lot. So through that episode, she became my favorite. So these are all the Lady J's I have. This one back here, I already had one that came in that 3-pack with Roadblock and Destro that with the DVD. I can't remember the name of it, but it's that. I already had it, but this one I had got when I bought that collection from the guy. So I just put the movie head on this body. I actually kind of like how it came out. So because I didn't like that, it just didn't feel like Lady J. I used that body for something else, but I thought I'd just put that head on here. I thought that came out pretty nicely. So, and 25th anniversary, but these are my two favorites. More animated cartoon looking one, and 50th anniversary. So yeah, like I said, she's my favorite Joe character. So thought I'd surround the team around her. She's always been a badass character. So anyway, this was the last member of my team. So I'll be back with the roundup of the team. So that's my team. And I had something I wanted to say. That's what happens when you get old. You start forgetting. But I will say I've had fun building these teams, both G.I. Joe and Cobra. Especially putting this team together. I didn't think I would ever get this guy. I was planning on making a custom one, but then I saw they was doing the re-release, so I'm happy they did that. Still, I'm happy and excited for the shooter that's gonna come out. Hope I can get one. Hasbro would quit being so, I say, stingy and release a lot of them. Quit doing this. Like I always say, quit doing this one per case crap. I hope she's isn't in a one per case. How they do. So there's a lot of new figures that they're releasing that I'm happy for. So like I said, it's been fun building this team. So stay tuned. We'll be working on next will be the whole Joe team all together to show you all the Joes I actually have as of right now. So, and how I use some of them and what I plan on using them for. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, don't support scalpers. Peace.